Hey everyone, this is Johnny from johnnyfd.com. I wanted to make a video about why I promote dropshipping as much as I do. So, as some of you may know, my first kind of real venture to online business was with dropshipping. I had a blog and I had a Kindle book out, and it made $600 the first month my Kindle book was out. So I was very, very happy. And I honestly thought I can live the rest of my life very, very happily, on a budget. And that's kind of what the book was about, was living the good life on the cheap. And it's called 12 Weeks in Thailand. But what happened was the sales dropped down after the first month, and I was only making $200 a month, which wasn't enough to live. And I was kind of down to the last couple $100 in my bank account. So my choices were, I can either go back to the US and probably actually have to stay with my parents or maybe a friend and get another job, or I can figure out another way to make money online. So I thought about writing another Kindle book because my first one did okay, or I can, do all these other things. And I just kept asking around. I didn't really, there wasn't really a community or a hub in Chiang Mai the way that there is now. So I was kind of lost. And luckily I met some people and I'm like, oh, can you show me what you do? Like, what do you do online? And people did things like SEO or different types of online marketing. And I honestly, it was kind of over my head. I wanted to sell a physical product. That was what I was, in my mind, was going to be like a tangible business. Even with my book, even though I made more selling it as a PDF, I insisted that I wanted it to be able to sell on Amazon as a paperback, because in my mind, that's what a real business was, something that physically you can sell. So when I found out about dropshipping, I was like, you know what, this makes complete sense. This is something I can do remotely, location independently, and I can still sell a physical, tangible product. And the reason why I recommend it so much even today is because this is the best way to start. This is like the way where you can, kind of get over the hump. I'm not saying dropshipping is the end goal for everyone in the world, but if your goal is to make a couple $1,000s a month online and basically just to replace your 9-to-5 salary, this is a great way to do it. Everyone I know who has actually gone through the process, actually been through a course and put in the work needed to have a store, makes on average $1,000 a month profit. Some people make $5,000 or more. And this is actually the back end to one of my stores. So let me show you how this works. So first, we have one order that needs to be captured and fulfilled. That means while I was out earlier at the gym, somebody ordered something and I haven't had time to capture it yet. The 14 orders that have been paid for but not fulfilled means they just haven't shipped yet. And if you take a look, I made $678 today. Yesterday, $748 in sales. If we take a look at, let's see, the overview, we can take a look at more details for today. So here's today's overview. You can see that I made $678 today. Yesterday it was $750, and the last month it was about $23,000. So 52 unique visitors today, and almost 4% purchased, which I'm pretty happy with. I'm usually pretty happy with around 2% conversion rate. So in this last month, about 23,000 in sales and 3% conversion. So I'm super happy with that. And here's the thing is, so here are the amount of visitors that come every day. So between 40 and 70, I guess, people. And here is the amount of sales I made every day. So $1,000 is some $400 days, and a couple days that was a really good day, 3,500. And the next day after that was another $3,000 a day. And here's the thing is, this is why I promote dropshipping so much. Yes, I get affiliate credit if you sign up through my link, but I make more money through my actual dropshipping stores than I do with affiliate marketing. But here's the thing is, it doesn't even matter. This system really, really genuinely works. And even if I didn't make a dime with dropshipping, I would still tell my friends and my family to do it. If someone wanted to start an online business, if you're a high school friend, if you're my cousin, and you're like, I want to start some kind of online business. I want to move to Chiang Mai, or I want to travel. I want to do something. I don't have any crazy web skills. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a web developer. What should I start with? I would 100% say start with dropshipping. And the reason for that is, even though you're spending $1,000 to learn from someone who's done it and to give you a step-by-step template, even though you're spending $30 a month on Shopify, and your total startup cost might be like, let's say $1,300 grand total. That includes, making the website, the logo, the training course, all this. It is the cheapest education you will ever get. And once your store is up and running, you will make that money back the very first month that you have it. And for me personally, this store has made me over $50,000 in profit last year. And this isn't my only store. I have multiple stores now. And if I want to, I can sell these stores for 18 times the monthly profit. So this store could be worth $100,000, just like that. And the thing is, I've had people in the course that I personally know who weren't even good at it. They kind of gave up halfway through, and they still sold their stores for almost $10,000. And you know what? I asked him. I said, was it worth you spending 2 months learning this and figuring it out, and then getting $10,000 for your efforts? And he was like, yes, definitely. And I met now so many people who are successful with their stores. Now, why doesn't everybody promote Anton's course? And why doesn't everybody tell everyone, hey, dropshipping works, you should do it? And honestly, I don't know. But for me personally, I was tempted to not share my success with people. Because if you think about it, I'm creating more competitors for myself in the dropshipping market. But that is a very pessimistic kind of scarcity mentality. I decided a long time ago, I said, I'm so happy that somebody showed me how to do this. And I'm so happy I found something that really works. Maybe I got lucky. Maybe other people haven't found a system that really, that works for them. But this genuinely works for me. This has worked for every single person that has really earnestly put in the effort to try. And I tell people, it's not an overnight get rich quick thing. It took me 2 months of hard work to get my store up and running. Now it's easy. I can just manage it. It takes me less than an hour a day. And it basically is a full-time salary for me. But it's not some kind of get rich quick thing. And I think a lot of people either aren't willing to put in the effort, or a lot of people are looking for excuses not to try. So for anyone who asks why is Johnny sharing this? It must not work. Look, I'm telling you 100% it works. I've never made up any of these numbers. Every single screenshot I put on my blog every single month is 100% accurate. If you ever meet me in person and you want to ask, say, hey, just be nice about it. Don't be a dick about it. But you can say, hey, Johnny, how sales going? Can I see your dashboard on your phone? I'll show it to you. Honestly, I'm very, very happy to show it to you because I know this genuinely works. All right. So anyone who's questions my motives, you know what? If you don't want to start a dropshipping store, you don't have to. I am giving you guys an opportunity to follow along the progress. And this isn't, something I'm doing for the rest of my life. The reason why I don't have 10 stores is I don't want to be the guy who manages and stresses over all these customers. Every single one of these orders is a real person. If I went into the rest of my dashboard, you would see all their names, their addresses, and these are people I've spoken to on the phone. I've had to email back and forth. Let's say they have a shipping issue or they need a return or something. These are real customers, and this is a real legitimate business. So I hope all of you have just as much success as I have, if not more. And the only thing I can do is I can tell you 100% the system works. And if you buy Anton's course through my link, I get credit for it. I am an affiliate for him. But I would promote his course regardless because it really works. I personally use Shopify and I pay full price for Shopify. But if you want to sign up for Shopify through my link, I get an affiliate credit for Shopify and you get 20% off, which you can't get 20% off if you went straight to Shopify. So really there's no reason to not to buy it from my link. And that's why I promote my links so much. I say, please buy something through my recommended resources page if you're going to sign up anyways. And just with Anton's course, the reason why I want you to buy it through my link is not only because I get credit, is because then I can really earnestly help you. I've created something called a Jumpstart course, which I've recorded videos, screen share videos, kind of like this, where I show you exactly what I do to pick niches, exactly what I do to research competition, exactly what I do to know when I'm ready to call suppliers, what I do to optimize and make sales, and all that. And let me actually show it to you right now. Let me switch screens. All right, so here it is. This is inside the Quick Start course. That is basically what I give people for free if they use, if they sign up through my link. And you can see when people ask me questions here, like this guy asked me a 1-sentence question and I wrote this long response over here. And it's because I really want people to succeed. If you look over here, like on, for the niche selection, there's 2 videos. There's a 7-minute video about my best niche selection tips. And then another one on if you're stuck, what can you do? And the thing is, if you go into it, there's a video, a screenshot video of me explaining exactly how to do these things. So if you sign up for Anton's course through my link, through antonmethod.com, you get this for free. And it's the same price as if you bought it straight from Anton. If you went to dropshiplifestyle.com, it's exact same price. But what happens if you buy it through my link is I get credit for referring you, and you get this course for free. And because I really, really value people who trust me enough to go through my link to give me credit for these things, that I really go out of my way to help you. So if any of you have ever met me in person, if any of you have ever messaged me on Facebook, and asked me a question or asked me in the forums, actually, let me show you the forums right now too. This is the private member forums of Anton's course. So this is the private member forums of Anton's course. And you can see there's 2,000 topics in here, and people kind of post all the time. This guy just got his first sale and he's super happy. What I want to show you is my progress thread. It's going to be somewhere on the first page right over here. If you take a look over here, I started June 6, 2013. Well, I started posting then. I think I started a few weeks before that. And if you take a look, I have 33 pages of updates. From the very, very first day, I wrote, hey, I'm excited to get my Shopify store up and running. Here's what I've learned along the way. Here are the steps that I've done. On this day, I watched my first video. I started thinking about the niche I wanted. And I basically outlined every single thing I did. All right. And this is from when I very first started my store. And if I skip ahead, let me just scroll down and show you where it's at now. So if we go all the way to kind of present day, people started asking me questions on, what they should do with their stores. And this is where I love to answer questions because it helps everyone in the community. All these people here, they get personal attention because I want every single person to succeed. And I don't know if these people bought through my affiliate link or not, but I try to help everyone anyways because I genuinely, earnestly want everybody to succeed. And I tell people like, okay, this is what you should do, for your logos. And I really take my time and go out of my way to show people, what to do because I want people to succeed and I want you to succeed. So if you do end up signing up for Anton's course, please do it through my link. I am an affiliate. I make more money through my actual dropshipping stores, and I always have, than through affiliate marketing. But I also make money through affiliate marketing. I also make money through my YouTube videos. I also make money through Kindle sales. I also make money through, all these other methods because I want multiple streams of income. I want to be as successful as possible, and I want you to be as successful as possible. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it with your friends, anyone who might be interested in it. And I hope to see you around my blog. Check it out. It's johnnyfd.com if you haven't been there.